We also have a number of different types of activities for the youth in Harvey. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yates.
We're going to dedicate the remainder of the time right here, but we're going to construct this really good. Thank you, Mayor. We have here before we not get here or anybody can have any type of question. We're going to take mine in just 2 minutes. 2 minutes, each person, 2 minutes. Go ahead, Mayor.
I was heavily involved in the city of Harvey when this administration first got in, and I was trying to help them to get in. One of the problems I had is we started out in the first community policing class. I think Chief Winters, we had classes. He was in one of the classes with me.
I was in it.
He was in it. He was in the class. And my problem is, why did it stop? Because I believe that the police and the citizens have to have some kind of relationship, Chief. Because if you don't have a relationship, if you come around and ask for a question, people don't trust you. When the shooting happened down the street from my house, and also Muhammad come by my house and he said, "You got a camera?" And he said, "We'd like to get the footage." Although I come to City Hall and I ranker and all that, I get mad because I have issues about that. But my problem is this. My problem is this. If we don't have communication with the police except at a meeting when we have about 15 or 16 officers here, and then on my block, my lady down the street, across the street from me, had 17 minutes to get to her house before anybody showed up, and then people were not only gone, they had closed the door and left. Nobody called. Her car was broken into. After she said she moved, she bought a house for $160,000 across the street from me, and now she said she's moving because she doesn't seem like she has any help. Not only that, she told me, who is the city of Harvey? She doesn't know the alderman in the 6th Ward. She never met him. I said, "Well, he's home." He said, "He has a number." She says, "Why can't I find out what's going on in my town?" So I say this, what we have to do is, we have to communicate first. You can't downgrade each other. And when I see the meeting going on, I said you've all been part of the problem here with the city and everything else, with our safety and with our exploitation of the citizens, is they have to see something civilized over here. Respect. For those in the minority and majority, it has to be a mutual respect. Without the mutual respect, how are they going to come to police with issues? How are they going to talk to somebody? Without people getting involved with community policing, how are they supposed to get the trust the police if they don't know? The only time you see them is when something goes down. I saw some police cars outside my bedroom. There was about 10 of them. When that man got a bullet to death, all these bullets hit his body. They said, 30-some bullets and 50-some bullets. I heard it knocked me out of my bed. It reminded me of back in the war again. And I'm just telling you, this shit be happening. When I left the war 30 years ago, and I got a war outside my door. It doesn't make sense. The other things, we have to understand, not just police, community police in the block captains. We started up at 40 block captains. I was a member of them. I still got a shirt at the house. But I had no use for it because the city did not continue the operation. If the city would continue operation, we have citizens who would report to the police something before that. Yep. They would identify things. And you say something about like the civil service with the police. The police need the civil service. I was on the civil service commission. One of the people died. And the other guy moved out of Harvey. And I'm the only one left of the original people. So I was in all those different things with Harvey, but nothing came to full fruition. It's like the city, for some reason, forgot about the citizens. And I don't know about the thing about the police, living and all that in Harvey. It's kind of hard to get police. I'm not going to touch that because guess what? It's hard for somebody to put their life on the line, especially if they did not pay. But I do say this. If you say that there's a problem with getting qualified people, because there's a problem you can't get them. Well, I say this, Harvey, advertise those jobs, that if you have a job, don't just give somebody a job. Advertise it to the city of Harvey residents first, Mayor, then give it to somebody else outside the city. Don't just give it to somebody outside the city automatically, because if the people don't know, like the people when I was running for office, I met many people who were professional. They said nobody talked to them from the city, no advertising, they got no information about it. And that's how we get things done. We get things done by communicating and working together. I don't believe that the city is lost, but I believe one thing is for sure. If we don't communicate, we perish. You see who's in the White House? He gives a rat tail about us in Harvey. We have to take care of ourselves. So Harvey has to take care of himself. The same with the houses have to be a situation, make them readily available. Don't make it like a game. You got to know the property number, all the person. You got to know this and that. No. List the houses on a pamphlet outside that put it in an article once every 6 months or something. These are the houses that are available to the city on, and these are the abandoned houses. Give us full communication. That's what we need.
Thank you.
You want to come on here, sir? Where you come from?
In front of everyone. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Absolutely. My name is Rabbi Mike Yosef, human rights activist in Chicago. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone for coming out. I barely get this in Chicago, not to be about the violence crisis. I appreciate you all coming out because of this problem that is consistently destroying families and communities. But here's why I'm here. I'm here because of the fact when violence impacts our communities, impacts Chicago, impacts here, so we can't just use the zip code as saying, oh, it's their problem, or I'm not going to be involved. I'm here to serve and to help you all like I do in Chicago. But I also want to say here, when it comes to, I heard a question about someone saying before I came in, what can we do about this problem? I'm an advocate for the streets, meaning I take those streets. I go in those streets and walk those streets so they see us visually. I don't wait for the police because here's the thing I believe, we don't wait for the police, we police ourselves. And when we police ourselves is we go in those streets and let them see you standing up for your community and standing up for those who've been lost. So I'm advocating to put forth a peace march, to walk in these streets. And I heard the chief say that they knew about this problem. That's absurd. That's absurd. I want to go right in front of that area and walk down the street in front of where the violence is occurring. To show them to see around. I don't need the police. We are the police. And the only one who's going to take care of us is us.
That's us. Absolutely.
I'm not waiting on the mayor because if this problem been so how long, when I heard the other day on the press conference, they're not going to do anything for you. They're not going to do anything for you. Had they wanted to do something for you, they would have put these people in place. If got the sheriff department, whomever department that's involved, to help them with this problem. But it took someone that's murdered for them to have these meetings. Think about it. Think about it. Does that make sense?
No.
It don't make sense to me, so that's why I came out here. And I think they deliberately took the sheet away. I was going to do this on the meeting day, after you had the city council meeting. They took the sheet away. They don't want the voices to be heard. They don't want you to have the outrage. They don't want to see your voices. So I say, forgive them. We got to do this.
Yep.
We got to take these streets. We got to be one to stand in front of those gangbangers and give them alternative. If you have a problem, there's a way how we address the problem, and we sit down and negotiate and figure out what can we do
Hey, how you doing?
to a resolution. Because these children are murdered.
Thank you.
I have an organization I founded called Save Our Children.
Okay.
Why I call it Save Our Children? Because so many of our children are in the ground. We didn't have these children. We didn't have these children to be put in the ground before us.
Absolutely.
We had these children to be a legacy to our families. So I'm here to do something about this.
Thank you.
I'm here to do something about this because I was out there in Willowbrook when the mass shooting happened out there. I was out there in Highland. I was everywhere when it comes to this violence. I stood before Mayor Lightfoot, J.B. Printer, Ken Fox. Every last one of those politicians know me. When I talk about these problems. So we got to be out here.
Yeah.
I want to connect with your organizations. I want to have meetings. I want to talk about how we can get this under control. We're not going to have another 4-year-old shot in this city.
Yeah.
We're not going to have another grandmother like you saw in Chicago, shot and laid down in the middle of the streets. We're not going to have our mothers going to the grocery store. We got to do something about this.
Thank you.
All right.
Amen.
I'm in total agreement. We do need to do something about this, sir. So if you have the solution and you have the answer to this problem that has plagued our cities and other cities, including the city of Chicago, I'll say this on behalf of the Harvey Police Department. We're willing to work with you. The Harvey Police Department isn't saying we have the answer. We're here because we're trying to find a solution to the
Back
problem.
on that press conference, you knew about that gun body.
Again, all I want to let you know
You
is
sat there for that press conference and said you knew about that murder.
we're not here to fight with you. All I'm here to say is
You knew about it.
you want to work with it.
You need to resign, sir.
Okay, but if you're here to work with the Harvey Police Department,
Step down.
if you're here to work with the Harvey Police
You have that
Department,
baby shot down like that, and you knew about it, do nothing about it. Man, you need to step down as well too.
You know what? We going
That's the things you need.
I'm panning to politicians. I told the way it is. Those children are shot murder, man.
You said it's my company.
No, this is allowing people's freedom of speech. All the women says you're out of order. You're out of order in our meeting. We're not
You do not have the right to say anything.
You cannot. We're not allowed.
Wait.
We're not
Why
allowed.
are you getting this started? Why do you respect? Why do you respect? I mean, the way to the Can you do that? You see how it is? You see how this works right here? You know what? Everybody.
Attention everyone. You got 15 minutes. Hold up. Let's stop all this. Let's stop all this. Alderwoman Talani Smith, just out of respect, okay, can we just give you, it's 6:46, can we give you 3-4 minutes for you to talk and explain? It's only fair, and I'm only respecting you as it. So you have 4 minutes.
She doesn't have 4 minutes. Thank you.
She has.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Go ahead and say what you got to say, because it's best to be heard.
It takes a village, they say. Say we all knew about that. We all see this watch all on Facebook. The police already said this is an ongoing issue. This has been retaliation for who knows how long. That's something that they did say. And we all know the streets talk. So again, what I'm saying is there was another child that got shot maybe about a month ago. I just want to know where you were, Rabbi, to come and start walking the streets then. Because that probably would have been a good time to walk the street. Hold on, I'm talking. We allowed you to talk. We allowed you to talk, and you are visiting us, aren't you, Mr. Rabbi? So therefore, listen to what I'm saying to you, because we allowed you to talk. Be respectful, because you came here being disrespectful. Okay, you came here being disrespectful, and you should not have. Because that's the same thing you just said, right? About we have to respect each other, correct? So we can't do that when we have someone visiting that don't even live here, that ain't been dealing with our struggles, to come in here and try to talk us down. That's not gonna happen. We are very happy to work with you, because we need all the help we can get, but you do need to be respectful. You do, for real, as a man, a black man. So, what I'm saying to you, when the young lady got shot, maybe you should have been boots on ground then, walking to make sure that 4-year-old didn't get hit. That was an isolated issue. Can't nobody stop nobody from retaliation. We can try. We even at least got persons that live next door that knew probably what was going on. A lot of people are afraid to tell. I'm hoping, I thought we had anonymous line where people call it to be anonymous. Some people be afraid to do those things. Everybody not fighting. But I'm saying, I'm glad that you're ready to do boots on the ground, because we need it. I really need it. So like I said, please.
You don't know my record. I've been boots on the ground since I was
Okay, so
20
then the
years
kid should have got shot then.
old. 20 years old.
All right, I gave her 4 minutes. She spoke.
Thank you.
Please respect everything. We gonna keep order in here, because we not gonna get anything. Everybody got their hands on up. Ain't no more questions being answered. We gonna break this on up right now. Period. 6:48. That's it.
7:48.
You got any more closing things before I make my closing comments? We're gonna do that. No more questions. No more questions. No more questions.
I never even got an answer.
All right, and now we just break it on up now. No
I
more
never got
questions.
an answer. I never got an
That's
answer to
fine.
the very simple question that I asked about the collection rate of the city. I asked y'all and the city, everybody sitting here.
Okay, so that's still considered a public safety issue with the taxes?
Yes.
Okay, well, when you asked that, why would before you sat down, why didn't you wait to get your answer before you sat down?
I sat down so.
Okay, can we get an answer to the question
I
now?
would love to.
Can you give an answer to the question?
Yes, so as far as the tax collection rate, the tax collection rate is extremely important because it impacts safety. One of the reasons why I think someone, and I don't remember who it was, spoke on how many auxiliary police officers that we had prior to our layoffs of 10%. We had 465 commercial properties that owed us approximately, just say $12 million. I won't give the exact number. If we were able to collect that $12 million, that would take care of a lot of our budget shortfall. In total, the city of Harvey misses about $25 to $27 million a year in tax collection, and approximately $12 million of those dollars come from commercial properties here in the city. So as far as the 52% collection rate, well, first of all, it's not only a Harvey problem because we are the beneficiaries of it, but honestly, someone should, in my opinion, be putting pressure on the county to actually do something about it so we can actually get the money that we're supposed to have. Because we've all talked about it so far. If we can't do the scavenger sale, if we can't do the no cash bid, and if we can't collect our taxes that we're supposed to be able to collect through the county, then we will be permanently a welfare state that always relies on the kindness of others in order for us to be able to function. And then outside of all of that, while we're a permanent welfare state, we are sitting here fighting over nothing. We're fighting over absolutely nothing because we don't have anything to fight over. And that's one of the worst parts is because they want us to fight over these types of things so we take our eye off the ball. You want somebody saying JB? That's right, it's a JB issue. It's a state senate issue. It's a state representative issue. It's a congressperson issue. And a lot of these people are running for office right now. Okay, it's a 5th District Cook County Commissioner issue. All of these are issues, and these people are not doing anything about it. But we're sitting fighting each other. Now, that was the answer to that, but what I wanted to answer, just real quick, civil service is active. The Civil Service Commission is active and engaged, okay? And we have members of the Civil Service Commission, okay? And one of them is here. But as far as advertising jobs is concerned, our jobs are advertised on every platform we possibly can. Not only our website do we advertise jobs, but you can go on Indeed and all those other websites, and you can also find City of Harvey jobs. So and we have applicants, as our HR person talked about this past Monday. We have applicants coming in over and over again trying to apply for these jobs. So we do advertise the jobs. But we can, like I said, the best room, the biggest room in your house is the room for improvement. So we're going to try to do more. But it gives the impression that we're not doing anything at all. And we are. Jobs are advertised. Civil Service Commission is very engaged in taking care of the police and fire and any city service positions. So that's it.
All right, thank you, ma'am. So what we're gonna do, no more questions. No more questions. I'm gonna let Alderwoman Chapman close it on now. We gotta be out of here at 8 o'clock. Alderwoman Chapman, I want you to close it on now. And if you wanna leave your time with somebody else.
No, I'll take these 2 minutes. Because I do want to say that currently, so you all are aware, we have a municipal code on the books, 05-102-160, passed Monday, January 22nd at 2024. Okay? A year later, after we also, in June of 2023, made business, a part of the churches pay for a business license. Okay? Let's start there. We made churches pay for a business license. So where's the collection, the revenue? The Department of Revenue was here. However, unfortunately, he lost his son. If you all didn't know that, so please keep him lifted in prayer. And thankful for his mighty grit to still come back and serve the residents of Harvey. But we've yet today not learned how much money we've collected in the revenue department. For the past 2 meetings, you all pay $20,000 a month to the comptroller, Lewis Williams. Yet and still, for the past 2 meetings, where departmental reports were to be given, unfortunately, that fell on this matter. That's the second thing.
That's not true. Comptroller does not get paid $20,000.
So who's W&W?
Yeah.
Who's W&W there? But I'm talking, so that's not
W&W Consulting. Yes.
So who's W&W Consulting?
That is our controller.
Right.
We don't pay him $20,000 a month.
How much did we pay him last month?
You paid him $20,000 back.
My point is that he's being paid $20,000 on any given day. Ain't nobody up here making $20,000. Listen, 19. Now you just talked about though. You're answering Mr. Brown's question that had nothing to do with public safety. But then you said it was a public safety. So which one is it? Okay. So the other portion is I stated. Excuse me, I'm talking. Don't be rude. Okay. So with that in mind, we have a settlement agreement on the books, okay? The settlement agreement came just 1 week after we put up 05-102-160 that says that if you do owe back property taxes, you are not eligible to operate a business. And guess what? I agree with that. I stand on that. I stand on that because if you're not paying your taxes here, you don't need to be here. But that's the law. We cannot bend the law, create a settlement agreement, say you can pay $2,500 a month, that's $30,000 a year, that's the highest. You could pay $12,000 before last year, December 31, 2024, and then another $12,000. Or you could pay $20,000 flat. So what's most people gonna do? That's a payday loan, if I know. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? So where's that money being allocated? Let me tell you, Shad's Liquors over on DC Highway, one business I know for a fact paying $2,500. Straight down there, as well as the insurance, right? So with that in mind, how much money have they paid towards the settlement agreement that they're paying $2,500 into, $30,000 a year? Where has that money gone? Where has the money gone? So with that in mind, we have a settlement agreement on the books that nobody here is about.
Did they turn the lights off on us again? Wow. That's Did she say you beat her?
Ladies and gentlemen, please clear the room. Ladies and gentlemen, please clear the room.
How you gonna get the service?
going to the elevator. I'm sorry.
If you don't have money, how do you get city services? Make it make sense. Can't do that, can you? Can't pay police. How you gonna police? Genius.
I'm not the criminal. He's violating the order of protection, and you aren't doing your fucking job. How dare you get it? How dare you, Sergeant? You are not following the law. So you're refusing to.
This is so stupid.
Hey, everybody, put your eyes on this right now. That man is violating the order of protection.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sick of these. Look, a public meeting.
I'm on public ground and I see. Look at him. Go back to the night. Stop. Stop. You guys don't do anything. Multiple violations. Nothing. Nothing at all.
He went that way. He went that way.
He walked out the door while the police here were yelling at me and telling them to do whatever he wanted.
He over there. Oh, no, that ain't him. It was. It was ridiculous.